Alrighty. What's up, everybody?
What up, everybody?
It wouldn't be, Josh, I don't think it would be officially appropriate if we didn't get to see your, stuff before we started. Just saying.
Whoa.
Just saying. I wouldn't feel right,
My stuff or my face?
The garden, fool.
All right, cool. I can do that. What's up, everybody?
Hey, Lenny. Marshmallow Man.
What up, Louie?
That's Louie?
Yeah, that's Louie.
Okay. Hi, Louie.
Louie's cool. Yeah, garden's going good. It's hot. It was very, very hot today. Hottest day of the year. I had no major issues.
Man, we actually had a break today. It wasn't blazing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cooler tomorrow, like only low 80s maybe. But all my tomatoes are setting fruit really well. As you can all see, there's plenty of tomatoes to go around. Everything's going good so far. Busy but good.
That's awesome.
I have my first yellow tomato. Grandson will be picking that in the morning.
Why, he wants the yellow one?
Yeah, this is his plant. He'll just come by and pick them and eat them. There probably won't be any tomatoes off of this plant that make it in the house, but
no, you got them trained young.
Oh yeah, Leah got the whole pepper area weeded for the most part. I flood irrigated it today. Whoa! Step in the mud. I about fell on my ass again.
You did that already once today. Damn.
It's an everyday struggle, several times a day.
Well, good job, Leah. You guys are out cranking it out.
Carrots are doing well. Nothing's wilting or bolting. So far so good. This will be my second cutting of kale on this bed. My chard. This will be my
What do you do with all that kale? Do you give it away or?
No, when you cook it, it cooks so much it cooks down. It looks like a lot, but when you cook it down, like it's a certain amount when you have to start cooking it for a whole meal.
Well, I know that we haven't been buying salad because one little bag is like $5.
Yeah, that's probably $50 worth of kale right there. I'm assuming. I don't know how much that shit is. I don't buy it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But, we're going heavy this fall with we decide fall we're going to do some greens. I'm going to try to can up a bunch of collard greens because looking at the health benefit and everything of them and how they taste.
Yeah.
I think it would be good to have that, because you can pack bacon in there, so you basically have a meal ready to go in a jar.
You can put some smoked pig's feet in there. Those are really good.
Yeah.
Even turkey wings, smoked turkey wings are good too.
Hey, it just so happens I have turkeys. That's a great idea. I'll smoke the damn turkey wings.
Yeah, there you go.
There I go. And it'll be 100% from my farm. Hell yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Everything's going good. I bought more chickens. Well, I didn't buy more chickens. My neighbor bought more chickens. We bought 12 more chickens.
So you have enough chickens?
No.
I'm waiting for the pigs. When do the pigs come?
They keep popping up around me, and it's like I could have bought one today for $75 a feeder pig, but I just don't have it right now, so it's not in the cards. But I have the means to feed it. Hi, chicken. Awesome. How you doing, lady?
So I guess basically we can start with the first thing that everybody's been talking about and briefly say what our theories are with that, right?
Yeah.
So everybody
come out. Is that what everybody's talking about? That new movie? What?
The new movie, yeah, the movie we're living in.
Yeah. That bitch.
That bitch. Yeah, exactly. That bitch. So you tell
where you want to
go. You tell me what you think the motive is behind the Roe versus Wade.
Well, the why to me is everybody wants to say it's about compassion and feelings and all that shit. Nah, that's horseshit. That's people's opinions, and that's what keeps everybody focused is the inflammatory comments and all that stuff. It's all about them being broke, the government. And we are the currency of the government, whether people want to realize that or not. We are the currency of the government.
So it's bodies.
It's by design. They need more people. The U.S. grows every time somebody is born. That's how it grows its wealth capacity, its debt capacity is every time somebody's born is potential work and potential money. That's how they do it. So if we're low on people, we're not going to that could put us in a bad situation. So the only thing they can do is this. And of course, it does help the midterms. It fires up the Democratic base and all that. It does a lot of things. It's like a plurality solution for them. It really has nothing to do with us. But when you want to talk common sense about what they've done, they've literally made it difficult for people in some states to get it through very heinous means that might happen to somebody. Like you can't get one for that, but you can marry a 12-year-old in Massachusetts.
Look, we talked about that on Big J's this morning. Like, if you go and look at the age of consent through this whole country, you'll be floored.
Yeah, I pulled it up today, so I come with what I was talking about, and it's absurd. So you're really worried about this? If they did this, if the government let this happen, it's what they want you to focus on. So just
Well,
start
and
asking questions around the periphery, and you'll get a lot farther.
the other aspect for me is if they're going to do that, what are they going to do about medication for people that didn't want that? You're not going to, it's a double-edged sword. They're going to play tit for tat. Like, I don't like that concept either. So when you take away a person's choice, potentially, that's something else we might have to deal with,
The government should not be meddling in body autonomy. If we let them meddle in body autonomy, we're going to let them meddle in body autonomy, and they're not going to do good shit with it.
Yeah, you got to you definitely have to be careful what you're asking for, So I don't like the concept. Hey, Scrimshaw, um, I don't like the concept of abortion. Okay, I'm not sitting here waving my hand saying that I
Right.
advocate for it. I've never had one, but I'm also not God. Therefore,
Here you go. I'll just give you. Sorry to interrupt, Kelly. I'll just give you my world. I have 4 fucking daughters, Kelly. This is my world. This could be my reality one day. And I live in one of the harshest states for it, as far as not getting one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think you're nuts if you think this shit hasn't crossed my mind. Of what the fuck would I do if this happened to me in my life, in my very life with one of my daughters? What would I do? I know one thing, nobody's opinion outside of mine and my family's would fucking matter to me. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
I will put it in God's hands and let him guide me on that one. For sure.
You could actually, I mean, technically, I hate to say this, but Wisconsin, I feel like I'm on repeat because I've said this a few times. Our governor has not only decided to pardon any doctor, any patient, the DA Ozane is behind him 100%, and they are also providing transportation if need be to another state, which would probably be Illinois.
Rare, but it shouldn't be a zero option, in my opinion. I mean, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be talked about in the political realm. It should be something very private with your family and your doctor, and it should be. It's hard because if I come out and say this and this,
right? It's a slippery slope, isn't it?
I'll tell you this: if my daughter's dating somebody, because this happened, and is my current situation, and she gets pregnant and has a grandson, and shit goes left, I stepped in and took custody of my grandson. I did that. Me and Leah. And I will do that every single time. Every single time I will do that. Now, there's extenuating circumstances, of course, and I don't want to say that that's the end all be all, but if it happens and they need help, I am there 100% for my children. And I think if we built the family dynamic a little bit better, and it's a long story, they're playing the long game, and the long game's winning.
Right.
Better morals, better everything from the ground up.
They're, like I said, in the bottom line is their goal is something completely different than what I think a lot of people know or comprehend. So, I mean, this isn't necessarily, in my opinion, some big party, but that's another story.
Here's the constant. Here's the constant of what we're seeing. They're going after our children, and they're going after women who have children. So that's the linchpin. It has to be the linchpin. The children have to be the linchpin because they're going hard at them through school indoctrination, through this drag queen bullshit. All of the shit is revolving around our kids. The 5-year-old, and if that's not y'all tell me what the hell it is.
Yeah, and like you said about the age of consent, when I was looking, they throw in the part with parental approval. That's their way of saying, or trying to like smooth it over per se. You know what I mean? Like,
And
oh,
some of these parents are those same parents that will suction cup a dildo to their forehead and protest. I mean, think about it. I mean, you got to realize what the hell I mean, that ain't saying much. Parents consent. Hell, they want to turn them from a boy to a girl at 5. You think consent's going to be hard? Hell no.
that is crazy. I'm sorry to laugh, but you said fucking suction cup a dildo to their head. You're crazy.
Look
No,
it
you're
up.
right, though.
Look it
You're right. I can't
up.
argue it. But I definitely think, we're in big trouble. Maybe we don't see it right now. I mean,
You think that, but the thing is they're just tickling edges and keeping 50-50. They can't have it 75-25. If they have it 75 against, they're screwed. They can't have unification. And this is the thing. They put this is another benefit of it for the government, because it's a benefit to them. Let's look at it realistically and call it what it is and stop beating around the fucking bush.
yeah.
It's a benefit. It keeps everybody distracted. It keeps everybody 50-50. When in reality, if you keep people fighting at 50-50, it's like you're never going to get 50 people to come, or 50% to come to your side. It will never happen. Never happen.
And when I try to think like potential ways around this, or nothing seems to fit. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing seems to be realistic. Like that's not gonna work. That ain't work.
What if you hear within the next 2 or 3 months that, look, we've got to win the midterms. We've got to have the House and Senate so we can expand the Supreme Court to make it a level playing field to get more representation of the country. You'll hear that in the next 2 months. And then if it happens, because now they're fired up. The Democrats are fired up. You guarantee it. They do it every election. They fire them up. They don't try to come after us. They go after their own electorate to piss them off so they come out and vote. That's what they do.
That's the name of the game, huh? Rattle them, shake them up a little bit. So they'll come on. Yeah.
Yep, they'll come out and vote, and then they'll be like, "We want more judges." And then if it goes, I mean, they'll stack the court, reverse everything, go back to normal, and they'll rule the Supreme Court for 50 years.
Now, see, I haven't been. Yeah, for sure. They play the long game, and we play the short, because we immediately get in our emotions about all these different moves they make. It never fails. So. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but hey, don't tell anybody, but I pretend to be a gardener on YouTube. I don't even really do it. So just
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a redneck. I'm just a redneck from Oklahoma. Don't listen to me.
You're pretending.
This is the pina colada moonshine talking, y'all.
No, moonshine. You're gonna be fucked up.
No, yeah. I'm good.
I don't know if they didn't protest here, but I think that I'm aware of, but I think they might have did it in Madison. Have you seen it all, what they've been doing in other cities? Have they been like tearing stuff up and going crazy, or are they just out there with megaphones?
Well, so far I haven't seen anything, but I'm sure there is. It'll be more tonight, I'm sure. There's people covering it, but we'll just have to see. I mean, out here where I'm at, I mean, when they pass some of the staunchest laws against it, not a protest that to be heard of anywhere. I mean, it's insane. It's just different parts of the country.
Man. Yeah, make sure you guys sub to Josh if you're not. It's at the top in the link. You can press on it. It's pinned and go to his channel. But I'm trying to. My whole thing has been like trying to find the connection with the major things, right?
Right.
I was saying earlier, like I am very concerned about Russia and China. Very concerned. I don't know how you can have. I mean, how do we combat um, a hypersonic missile? You know, that stuff bothers me. You know, maybe I shouldn't be that concerned because I do think it would be silly. Because why would you want to
Well, here's the
tear up?
thing, but how can we be some of the most tin foil hat conspiracy people on the planet to think that they might have all this alien technology, blah 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 bullshit, and we ain't got nothing to shoot down a hypersonic missile that we created? Shit. Come on now. Space
Yeah.
Force?
Well, I don't know. You know, I look at their partnerships and I'm like, wait a minute, this is like 12 pages long. You know, what are they doing here? You know, and my other thing is, you know, to use California as an example, they let out like 76,000 violent criminals from prison.
Well,
When
yeah.
in history do we do this? Like, so I'm thinking like they want us to play Hunger Games, you know, survival of the fittest, and make it easier on them.
Well, I'm glad they're doing it out there in California. That's a long ways for those motherfuckers to walk out here. Sorry, not sorry. Don't bring, don't bring the Hunger Games to rural Oklahoma. You will be fucking disappointed.
Right. Well, I'm just saying that's an example, California. I'm sure it's been done in other states too, but
Oh yeah.
they don't just do nice things like, oh, we're going to give you another chance and let you out even though you murdered somebody. It's like,
Right. They
what the
won't do that.
fuck? A guy here just killed a woman, bashed her in the head, shot her twice, said it was an accident, and got 3 years. In what fucking world does this happen?
Our world.
This is new to me.
Yeah, it's. But that's the thing, man. You can wrap yourself, but you've got to keep your common sense about you. They can't. The least, the more you can do to not need them, the better off you'll be. But like you've said in the past, you might not last that long because you just might last longer than somebody else in the cities. But then I was thinking, you know, just look at rural Afghanistan. There are still people there farming. That place has been devastated for 20 something years by war. Real war, tanks and missiles and shit. People
Yeah.
dying and shit. And there's still people doing their thing. So do you take that and look at all the people that have done it and survived and done what they've done and hope for the best? Some made it, some didn't. So that's what you got to roll with.
I mean, right. I mean, I get it. Realistically, you can't save everyone if you want to. And I know a lot of people aren't looking to harm others. A lot of people I talk to are just like, "Hey, leave me the fuck alone. You know, stay out of my way. I don't want no problems, and we'll be good."
Well,
So,
how many times have you heard the phrase "they'll control us through the food"? Right.
mm-hmm.
Well, on the back end of that, why won't that work? If they can do it and it will work for them for a while, then why can't I do it on a smaller scale? That's my theory. I mean, it's easy to control a hungry person. I mean, they don't want to die. They're probably destitute. I mean, this is still America. Act accordingly. Do your research. Look up some real history, and you'll understand how people are and how it was just 50 years ago. It's now not that way. I mean, 50 years ago, there was none of this bullshit. It was a different country. It's America. Act accordingly.
For sure. Hey, Joe. Hey, Miss Sharon. You
Hey,
know,
Joe.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link out, and if you come up here stupid, I'm kicking you off. FYI, I'm not playing games. So, if you can contribute to the conversation, we love it. But if you start stupid shit, I'm booting you. Just saying.
Hey, I got sunflower heads. I didn't show you. Let me show you.
Yeah, please.
Oh, I almost fell again. I shouldn't be walking.
I mean, I do want to hear other people's thoughts. You know.
I mean, it's a very touchy subject. It should be a very personal topic for everybody. It shouldn't be a broad stroke brush approach.
Well, that's not even my biggest concern. Oh, that's huge. That looks good. That's not even my biggest concern, right? My
Right.
concern is why? What's the plan after that, right? Like they don't just do nice stuff.
Nope.
It's a trick bag.
I
So
can't even touch the top of that son bitch.
yeah,
It's
that's cool.
it's
But
peanut butter right now.
I kind of get the heebie-jeebies with the concept of all them little sunflower seeds coming out of there. Kind of like, ugh, like I don't know, it kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Huh. I look at it and go, man, look at how that's going to make my goats look.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gonna,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's great
that's
for
not the
them.
big one. I had a bigger one. Oh, there's the bigger one. It looks like the all-seeing eye.
I'm hoping at some point, you and Joe can hook up. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to have a conversation with Joe. He's
Well,
got a lot of knowledge about this stuff, the same stuff I do.
I'm the type of person that I wouldn't mind vigilantes. I was watching a little bit of Trump's speech. I'm sure a lot of people are watching it if he's not done yet.
Well, you don't want my opinion of that. It's not a popular one.
Yeah, I'm sure. But what I saw a guy that was running for the governor of Illinois because I do want to see a change, right? And we all hope for things like this. I get the
Right.
political game, but we all, in the back of our minds, I'm pretty sure, want to see the best for the country.
Well, we still got to play the game. It's the long
Right,
game, yeah. We
right.
still got to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, yep. I think Josh mentioned that it was Henry Kissinger that said it 50 years ago that if you control the food, you control the people. God damn, man.
Yeah,
That's a dirty game.
it's the truth.
For
I mean, if
sure.
you don't believe me, look at apartheid and what they did well, they've done it already. This is not new. It's history. It's been there around the world where we can't see it.
I'm not gonna argue that. Yeah, no kidding. I'll vote for Donald Duck at this point.
Right?
I mean, I joke and I'm always saying, whoever 2024. I freaking at least, damn it, at least we can say that when the mob ran shit, at least there was law and order. Your
Right?
kids could fucking play outside. People had discipline. That's why I'm not against vigilantes, equalizers. I mean, if I could have that in real life, that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I mean, well, that kind of goes into the whole open carry thing. There's a lot less people going to do a lot less dumb shit if everybody around you has one. If you know that nobody has one because it's so hard they can't. Yeah, they can
Right.
do a lot more. They get a lot bigger balls. Sure, we've had some issues out here. We had one mass shooting here a while back, but I mean,
In Oklahoma, you did?
yeah, down at the hospital. But that was not some political thing. The guy was going absolutely insane with the pain and the rigmarole of our healthcare system. It drove him to insanity, and he lost his shit and took care of it. In a
Well,
very, very, very bad decision and bad way, he did it. I mean, you're not supposed to do that shit. But
I mean, Big J, how much more can our murder rates go up though? Because I mean, I'm seeing people getting murdered here every day.
right,
You know,
why do you now that kind of ties into, well, if everybody killing everybody and 2 + 2 is 7 and we're all third graders, then the fucking point that they got to have more babies because they're losing too many. They got to have they can't have a negative birth rate. It's got to be positive. Otherwise, this country will go to shit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I feel like it's already going to shit. Hey, Richard.
Yeah, but that's just because of the ebb and flow. Trump will save us if he's not fucking in prison.
Oh my God! Don't tell me you're gonna say the next line is gonna say "trust the plan."
No. What the next line is that Trump will be charged with sedition. He won't spend any time in jail, but he won't be able to run for president. That's my call.
Yeah, I don't ever see him going to jail. Okay, but
No, he won't. He
will
won't. But he
they
charge him
cock
with
block
sedition. He can't run. Oh yeah.
him? Yeah, I see that absolutely. Them trying to cock block him, but he won't spend no time in jail. That's a
No.
fallacy.
They're just trying to make it to where he can't run. They still want his money in New York. I mean, shit, in Florida. He's still one of the big players.
I mean, that's kind of like, okay, for example, I'll even
Trump
share
Jr.
this. I'll share this publicly. You know, it is amazing to me how serious that people really take this, to where my own blood family won't even say I love you back because they're so frustrated with me over gun laws because I'm pro gun, uh, abortion. They're so angry that they don't even, their response, it's like such a bitterness. Like, hey, wait a minute.
It's
Regardless
because
of which side I've been on, I've always allowed people to have free thought. I've never judged like that. I may not agree, but we were able to communicate. These fucking people have lost their mind.
it's
Serious.
because they've been placed. They think they have the ability to be placed with judgment, and we only know judgment comes from one place. So that's where lying the problem is that you shouldn't judge anybody. You do you, boo boo. I'm going to do me, and that's your opinion and that's your belief. Fine, but whatever. I mean, in the end, we'll see who's right. How about that? Let's just take that stance. In the end, we don't have to fight about it now. We'll fight about it later.
But it's like they don't even want to have a conversation. They don't want
Nope.
to see me. They don't want anything. When I mention, hey, meet me I'll come meet you at the casino if you're in town. Nope. Don't even
Yeah.
call.
The indoctrination is real, isn't it?
All over politics.
Right.
When I make it clear that I feel like I'm picking my lesser evil, okay? That's it. And I've also stated that I don't have a ticket that's straight red. It's all over. I look, you know what I'm saying, at policy. I don't go straight one thing, but it's like in their mind, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I just I can't imagine it. I've never had such hate. I don't hate people. I don't, like, especially not on a political basis, on a basis at all. I don't hate anyone. No one has done anything to me in this lifetime to make me hate them.
I mean, I'll tell you what I found out this year. This year, I planted the biggest garden that I've ever planted as
Hey,
in a
Diggs.
long time, let's say. Okay. I have been so damn busy with work and garden and animals. I don't have time to think about the shit, honestly, Kelly. I don't. I
Right.
thought about it a lot yesterday and today, so I could, talk on it if I needed to. But that's what people need to do, man. Once they get back to realizing, well, screw what they say. I need to worry about living and putting food in my stomach. Mindsets will change, and that's what it's all about. It's their mindset. They have the privy and the ability to have that kind of mindset because everything's so readily available and they're too comfortable. We've raised two people
Right.
that won't do the things. They will go out here on the internet and talk for 6 freaking hours about what's wrong with the world, but they won't grow a single damn garden vegetable, save their ass. So if they'll become codependent, they will be the sheep. They have to toe the line because they don't want to starve to death. So they think they're right. They think these guys are going to take care of them. They think that they're going to swoop in and be the saviors that they are. And there won't be enough to go around, my friend. There will not be. Because by that time, the farmers will have all but shut off selling their crops to anybody but their local citizens. It'll become tribal. It will become. Oh, anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm saying you're right, and we can't even go into the grocery store. Mo works right by there, so usually he'll go in the store and grab something. It is so fucking expensive. We cannot eat healthy. We can't.
Right.
If we wanted to, it's just not feasible. The only to pay for it and maintain everything else right now, it
It's
how?
hard. Yeah,
How?
it's insane. It's insane. But like I said today, I did a live earlier today, and one of the things I wanted to show is kind of how to expand your meals a bit the cheapest way you can. I made tacos. What you can do when you do that is you cut up some potatoes, onions, and peppers and mix it with the meat. That way, instead of using a normal 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds for tacos, use a pound of beef and then 2 pounds of potatoes. Sure, it's not, I don't know. I love the shit out of it. It imparts flavor and it's great. And it's a way cheap way to expand everything. But people ain't going to do that because they can still go buy the 3 pound chub of meat. They can still go buy everything else. They're oblivious and abortion and Elon Musk and Twitter. Fucking bag of potatoes, $7 and you're going, Elon Musk bought Twitter. Shit. The fuck are you people thinking?
What's up, Dre? Yeah, that's insane. I don't know what I can't figure it out, but that shit really hurt my feelings. Like I literally cried over that, and I know that sounds sappy, but for her to have a response like that, like I've known you my whole life. Are we really doing this?
That's insane, man. That sucks. I'm sorry, Kelly.
But it's like
that's the show that we've all been placed in each other's paths for some reason, and we all we don't agree on a lot of shit. But guess what? We don't give a shit about disagreements.
Right. That's a fact. We have a very tight-knit group that is filled with very intelligent people.
And I want to say this right now. I hope everybody in the group's here. I hope Callie and Carolyn and Leah and everybody's in here because I got something to say. Is that I've kind of been absent from y'all for a while, and I feel like I've kind of let everybody down in the group because I've been kind of so silent. I've been doing my own thing out here, doing a lot of thinking, and I just wanted to apologize for not being so prevalent in everybody's lives that I need to be, and that's going to change. So just be forewarned that I'm coming back, bitches.
Oh, come on, Josh. I never thought that. I know how, if you're working 40 hours, and I know sometimes you're even catching overtime, you have a whole family to take care of, a big dumbass garden and animals. Look.
What'd you call my garden? You want me to get off this fucking stream? Take that back right now. You can call me an RBR flunky before I let you call my garden dumb. Damn it. I'll be RBR's lover before I let you hurt my garden, Kelly. Damn you. I'm insulted. Now we're on. No. You know what? You wanted to start talking about abortion. Now you call all my plants dumb like they don't matter. I get it.
I said a big.
Lives matter.
I did say a big dumbass garden, but you know what I meant. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Give me a break. So I understand. Even I feel like that sometimes. Like I, check out. That's because I got a lot going on. It's hard. Like moving to a whole different city. I might have been here for 2 years, but I really don't know this city like that, and then, just making the move. And man, this shit is hard. I've been in that place for 10 years. Do you know what? Oh my God, Lord help me. I'm only making it through this by the grace of God. That's it.
Because you know why you're making it through by the grace of God? Because God put it in your path, and that's what He wants you to do. You're doing exactly what He wants you to do. You're moving. You're moving forward in His path.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing it. You can do it. You know you can.
Man, I swear, this at my age, I feel so. I'm like, damn, I'll be 44.
Oh, I am 44.
Next month. That's old.
I'm a year older than you. Look what I'm doing. Shit, stop it. Stop it.
I thought you were younger than me.
You just put out a short saying, look at me, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, and then you're going to come up with, I'm going to be 44. Fuck that. It's how you feel, not how old you are.
Have a good night. Sleep well. Yes,
Cruise
I
ship?
don't. I don't plan on moving that motherfucker anywhere. I really don't. I really don't. Oh man, she Scrimshaw said, "I wish I was 44." You know, but I feel so much older. Like my leg be hurt. I'm like, God damn, this leg's hurting. Like, what in the hell? Ah, yeah, it just sucks.
Come on, you y'all think I
He
don't
said,
hate
"Call me
straight
when you
out
turn 50."
shit. That's what
Josh,
ibuprofen for.
you bust your ass though. I know Joe has
What is-
to too. It would have to be unless he has. Joe, do you pay anybody to help you, or do you do it all yourself?
I don't do it alone though, Kelly. I got my family that helps me. Everybody
I know.
helps. You know,
I
a little
know.
bit.
That's what I'm asking Joe if he has people.
I can't
Wow.
wait for the time. Go ahead.
Wow. He said Diggs said that he still feels like he's in his mid 20s. Wow. Oh,
Well, why don't
oh,
you have a garden in your
mentally,
backyard, Diggs? Diggs,
mentally,
hold
physically.
on, no. Why don't you have a garden in your backyard then, Diggs? Why ain't you growing food, Diggs? Come on now, don't come out. I'll call you out, man. Don't do that shit. You feel like you're in the 20s and you can run circles around us. Fucking do it, man. Let's see it.
No,
Fucking let's see it.
mentally, I had to read it, Josh. You have to read that. Mentally, he feels like he's in his 20s.
Well,
Physically,
if
he feels like he's
I'm
70.
15, I can jump off a building, but if I do, I'm going to bounce 10 feet and be in intensive care for 6 months.
Oh my God. Shut up, Dre. I'm not a crybaby.
Elliot.
Only
Yeah.
some.
Train.
Am I a crybaby, Josh? Tell the truth.
No, you're a vicious ass. Don't blow. Yeah. Hell no,
What?
you're a crybaby bullshit.
Did you just call me a vicious ass?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Well, hey, you're not vicious. Okay, you will tell it like it is with the truth, and that's why some people are scared to come to you for your advice because
It might
you ain't.
hurt.
Yeah.
Damn. Did he just call me a vicious ass and that people don't want to come to me for advice because I might tell them the truth? Anybody? Am I that mean? Dude, look, he's even saying I'm that mean. Oh my God, I can't even believe this. I feel like I'm like one of the kindest people.
You are, but look, you're one of the nicest, yes. But when it comes to giving advice, you're gonna tell it from a level that people are not used to talking to other people in. You see what I'm saying? Because we like, hey man, I got this issue, you know, this and this is going on. You're like, fuck that bitch, man. Well, this is what you do. You kick her in the ass and then throw her out the window. We don't want to hear that. We don't. We want our ego stroked and to be left alone and think that we're doing the right thing. We don't want the truth.
My son is saying, imagine being me. No.
Yeah, Dre, I'm sorry, Dre, man. Come to Oklahoma. I'll save you, brother. Come on.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Away.
Oh, God. But you know what? I would much rather just do it that way. My mom was very, very harsh, worse than me. And a lot of times that would hurt, like, oh man, that advice would just cut so bad. But she was right. She was fucking right. And so I guess I just kind of tried to figure out a way to soften it up a little bit. But I mean, I don't know any other way but to do it that way. Just being honest. That's it. I don't know any other way.
Exactly. What? Let me see. Let me check.
That's funny when everybody in your whole circle tells you, "Oh man, you're kind of rough." Well, maybe I go out of my way to try to be kinder on YouTube. Maybe I need to be a fucking asshole. People might appreciate me more.
No, you just need to be you, and they need to come to Discord to meet the real Kelly. That's all I'm saying. Not the YouTube Kelly.
Yeah, I
Not
wish
the girlfriend. They're just one's reserved and one's full throttle. There is the same Kelly, just fucking less filters over there on Discord. We should have one of them tonight.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Hold on.
All right, Leah, I'm doing it. Right, that's a great idea. That's the moonshine talking. Blame it on the moonshine. I don't know. It's just, I think everybody is that is so hyper focused on this. Say like your family has got. It's going to take more for them to be shifted, to be their mindset changed, and it's going to have to hit them where it hits everybody, and eventually it will. And the people that have a jump start on it like me will take people like that we know they're good people at heart. They have some differing opinions, and we'll show them how to plant food and dig a hole and grow crops and pull grass up and feed a goat.
But that is the best thing that I love about everybody in the group, right? We're not all on the same side, but none of that matters. You know, it's about.
Do you think I would let your kid go hungry if shit happens? Are you crazy? Do you think I would let your kid go hungry? No, hell no. Y'all are no. That's not how people are supposed to think. We can discuss these topics, but reality is what reality is, and we're ahead of the game in our circle.
How about the fullback?
Okay.
Macaroni.
Hell, I named a goat after Mo. What else do I need to do to prove my loyalty to the group?
Prove your loyalty. You know what? And that's the biggest thing. And there's a couple people that like I would love Joe W to join. Even Conscious Moron, like a few different people, because I know that they have good hearts, right? You can sense that. It is what it is. And I know people get hesitant because they think, a lot of people haven't used Discord, or a lot of people don't really want to, get into like a situation like that. We're not on there every night. We're not on there every other night. Well, I'm not. But
I mean, I have told people about my Discord link going out very, 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 very rarely. But we can open it up if you would like. But I'm also going to let everybody know that, that's a whole different ball game over there, and I don't fuck around over there. Come over there, we'll have a great discussion. But if you just come over there and cause trouble, you won't be trouble, because that's not what I'm there for. That's my place that I go, that I can speak to my friends, how we need to speak and how we need to talk, and talk about real shit. Nobody's feelings gets hurt, and it's just what needs to. But I'll open it up if you want.
What's up, Zach? Hey, Betty. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah, that's one of the best things. Me and Carolyn were just talking about that last night. Like, we have such an assortment. And these are fucking bright people, dude. Like, you don't get a Carolyn every day.
You start looking at people for the knowledge they have, like Scrimshaw's been through a lot in her life. She has knowledge there that it's not written down. If you start looking at people as people and humans, and we were all put here for the same damn thing, start giving a shit about the people, the person, the human fucking being, and stop with the political bullshit, the better off this country will be. And when that happens, they can't touch it.
Well, that's the scariest part, that nobody really wants to. Well, I'll be truthful. I can't stand, like I said, the experience I had, man, that pisses me off so bad. Like, some people just have to go, Josh. I hate to say it like that. Some people.
You say that. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Kelly. I'm gonna call you out on that. Their mindset needs to change, and they're too comfortable. They need to be hungry. They had never been hungry. I've been hungry. And when I say hungry, I mean hungry. Like fourth day oatmeal hungry. And I've had the blessings on that day too. So I've been hungry. Why do you think I do all this shit?
How many people do you think? Well, I guess if you're starving in your 60s, you might change your opinion. But I mean, they're like stone cold.
Right. They won't be. Hungry bellies will change mindsets. Hungry bellies. It doesn't matter what they think. They can afford to think about this shit now. When they're hungry, all they can think about is food. That's it. They're not going to think about that shit.
But they think that will never happen, Josh.
Right. So wait for it to happen and gather your relatives up when their mind's right. Fuck the fight.
Ugh,
You're winning the league.
Half of them are on their own. They can go jump off a bridge.
Or you do what I did and move 2,500 miles away from your closest family member and say, fuck it. Because that's what I did.
I have had better luck in my life with real people I've met on here, than dealing with half of my blood relatives, believe it or not. So, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm sure there's other people that can say that. I just can't. I don't have the selfish mindset, right? I'm not just thinking for me all the time. You've never heard me say, oh, throw out all social programs. No. There's certain people that need that shit. You're not going to hear. There's just certain things I'm not going to say,
Right.
And I know certain people don't like it, but I can't help that I'm empathetic, It's the human. People have lost humanity, period. They really have.
Right. The long game. The long game they've been playing. This is their plan. That's why you teach 5-year-olds that drag queens are okay, and you can tell them that they're them and they, and fill them full of fucking experimental shit. It's indoctrination. It's like, we know what's best for your own children and your own reproductive rights. We know. Listen to us. And then the people do it.
Facts.
I quit doing that shit a while back. Well, do I think that I'm going to be some kind of I don't know what the hell is going to happen. I know what I need. I know what I want to do. And I know if I had 20 people and 50 acres, I think I'd be all right.
20 people. Well, I always go to the Pastor Dow reference because he's done it in multiple different locations. He has the families within each other. They build the infrastructure. Everybody gets a house. They're not these big, fancy. It's enough,
You're not doing it for the monetary fiat currency of the construct. You're doing it. You're helping this person build this house because you love them. They're your friends, your family, and you want them to be safe. And it's looking at them as a human being and not their view. That's it. I would gladly go help somebody build a house if it was going to help put one of my friends in it. I would go, it's a mindset. It's all mindset. There's enough people. Pete, look at what Pete's doing. Pete's killing it.
And now when he says about this walking 500 miles for freedom, he actually did that. Now, when I think of myself, I'd probably be dead somewhere. 500 miles.
I want Pete in my Discord because, he's been through it. I don't need to listen to a bunch of people that are talking a bunch of hypothetical bullshit when Pete's out there that were willing to tell you the story of reality of what you have to do if you have to bug it the fuck out, or if you have to, whatever you need to do to survive. He's been there. He's done that. So why would I listen to anybody else?
Yeah, for
Why
sure.
would I listen to a fucking hoorah boy down in Southeast Oklahoma fucking thinking he's a goddamn
hoorah boy?
I'm gonna get you. Motherfucker thinks he was in the military. All some bitch did was fucking lay goddamn cables for government contractors. He ain't shit. Why would I listen to that guy? He's not been through it. Pete's been through it. It's all about knowledge and gathering the right people around you. And respecting me as human beings. Me and Pete are not even from the same damn continent. But I respect him as a human being. And I think he's full of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And when you start with that as a base, instead of try to start as abortion as a base, if you try to start as on a political talking point as a base of a relationship, you're fucking lost. They won. Fuck it. You might as well just give up.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I have days like that when I just want to throw in the towel, like I've had enough. You know, but it's a momentary thought. You know,
Well, what you got to do is you got to live in a trailer and realize there's only 11 towels for 9 fucking adults, and you will hold on to that fucking towel as tight as you can. I'm telling you what.
oh shit. You know what? Somebody said that to me about a trailer park. I'm like, I've never lived in one, but hey, when I think about it, I've seen some really nice looking trailers. I don't see what the issue is.
Right. Well, here's what I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to boast. I have all this shit going on. Not one complaint about smell. Not one complaint about shit. If shit goes sideways and say we can't get food in 4 days, do you think all these fucking people here are going to turn to a government assistance? They're all going to line up at my doorsteps because we've already talked about it. And we're going to take everything you see behind me that's not garden, and it's going to become a giant fucking landscape of food.
Yeah, if people can get that, this is my concern too, right? I'm going to say it again. That if you can get out, you know, I always remember in my mind what Kev told me about Katrina, and I'm not going to forget that because I know they'll do it again.
How many people died?
I don't know the number, but I know they stopped them from leaving that area.
Okay, that's fine. How many people died? We need to know that number. Because that's all that matters. That's all that matters. What they did to the people is one thing, but how many people died?
Now I gotta look.
Let's look at it. And I'm sure it was a very tragic situation. Very serious situation, yes.
See, we sent a couple buses down and brought people back, but how long did they wait? Total fatalities, 1,833.
That's insane, right? And we want to say 9/11! That fucking shit happens and nobody fucking talks about it. Come on, man. You think the government's going to fucking help you? The government couldn't even... Look at what they did. They are fucking incompetent.
Well, put them in molded trailers and, you know, just, won't let them leave the area. You're basically locking a person into a fucking, what would they call that? What's the actual, I want to say danger zone, but, you know, I know there's another professional word you would use for it.
It's you were a captive of the government. That's what you were. Why? Because they took your fucking guns and you could do nothing about it.
And those videos, some of those videos are still on YouTube. I mean, you could see now. Some people say they gave them back. I don't know.
They might have, but man, you're gonna get my Patriot blood flowing, and I've been there, done that, down that fucking rabbit hole. I'll tell you what. Where was all the fucking Patriots? Where was all the hoorah boys when that shit was going on to protect their fucking people that they think they're gonna go march against fucking tanks and drones with missiles and cruise missiles and battleships? They think they're gonna go march against that shit, but they fucking let people die in Katrina. Come on now.
Good luck with that.
Right?
Good fucking luck with that.
You got people on this platform that come out and say they have sustainability in their fucking name, and they got 5 chickens. It's common sense. There is none left. People don't have it. It's like, this guy's going to tell me how to survive with 5 chickens with 50 people.
Well, and like I said, the main problem is people don't believe that could ever happen in America. They just don't believe it.
They don't. But it don't take long for mindsets to change in a situation like that. Just prepare for that. If I say anything, prepare for that. Prepare to guide people to come together as a community. Because say like the community I'm in, very small community, if the government goes to shit and goes sideways, secession will happen. And we have our local government. That's who you have. That's all you got now. And the local government will remain intact. That's what we hope for. It's America. Think accordingly.
Right. Right.
It will still try to maintain law and order. Like what happened in Katrina, the Fed came in. Now, what if you have a state that says, you're not coming in? We got this. that's when the shit can go sideways. But you got to have a state like mine that will say, you're not telling us that. We're going to do this because we're a state, we have sovereign rights.
Well, and then I know a lot of people will say, why didn't they leave? And it's like, maybe they didn't have the money to leave. I don't know why people, maybe they couldn't just get all the, I don't know why they didn't leave, but still
But see,
it was
you
a
got
failure.
they're talking about people dying in storms, and it's about humanity, man. I've been through an ice storm so atrocious, 18 days without power. I brought every single kid on the block to my house because I was the only house with a fireplace. And we camped out and partied in the living room, playing games and doing puzzles with a raging fire, had fun with it, and changed everybody's fucking mindset. I've done it. It don't take much. Everybody thinks it can't be done. But when you're in a situation like, what in the hell are we doing? I can't do nothing. Well, somebody's got to step up and say, look, I've got this, this, and this. This is what we need for everybody to do this. Bring your shit, bring your kids, and we'll get through this. And then on the other side, we'll be neighbors. And, give me my fucking leaf blower black. All right? That's what I want.
Right. That's another thing. Flint, I never understood that. And there was actually a YouTuber on here. Truth Teller is his name. Truth Teller 410. He's like a water filtration specialist. I think he even offered to go to Flint for a very, very cheap price and help them, and they declined. And he wasn't the only one that got declined. I remember him telling that story. I think he was on a show one day. I can't remember where.
Okay, so here now, could you imagine if the mindset was different to where that company was like, I don't give a shit what the government says. I care about the people. And they take their equipment and start tearing the fucking road up. They're gonna stop them? That's when you bring the attention of everybody else, the hoorah boys that are gonna save the fucking day. Maybe get some of them guys out there to be say like, look, we're gonna fix the water lines ourselves. We don't need you. We don't need you. We can do this shit. We got this. Y'all just go fucking fight about it up there on Capitol Hill, and we're gonna fix the problem. Nobody's gonna do that. They won't, because the mindset is themselves and their protection of themselves, the laws and the blah, 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 where you don't think there's not enough contractors around here that would donate enough for that community to get it fixed. Of course there is, but there's too much bureaucratic red tape to fucking do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's sad, actually.
It's sad. It's atrocious.
That's why I'm not one of those people that'll say, hoorah, no government. No, fuck you, motherfucker. Because you're telling me no government. We have to have checks and balances for a reason. Now, if you're talking about throwing all these motherfuckers out and putting real people in, we can talk.
Let's talk about this shit. Let's talk about YouTube. Because YouTube will tell you what they'll do when they get in government. Say you've been with somebody for 7 years, 5 years, you were number 72 on their subscriber list. They blow up. And you say one comment in that 7 years that goes against what they think, and they fucking block you and get rid of you. What do you think that block you and get rid of you would be if they were in power in government and had an army at their fucking mercy? Do you think that would block delete?
No, it would not. That's fucked up.
Nobody wants that fucking shit. Don't listen to the bullshit.
Not at all. Well, it seems like if you want to get technical, everybody pretty much that blows up does this same thing.
Right, because they also got the mindset that they don't believe the shit they're telling you. They're just doing it for clicks and profit. They are doing the exact same thing the government is doing to you, but on a smaller scale. They're using you as fucking money. You're their monetary machine. It's the same thing the government's doing, but they're doing it to you because we've been indoctrinated to accept that from the government, so we'll accept it from somebody we trust. They won't fuck us over. Fuck that. I've been in the streets, fucking YouTube streets way too long for that shit. They will fucking cutthroat you just like they would if they were in power in a local government. You don't like what they think? Where'd Johnny go? I don't know. I ain't seen him in days. Well, he must have fucking got eaten by a bear.
you know what, Pete? It's not that nobody's interested. It's not that. You know what it is? People are scared to leave their jobs. People are attached to certain
Well,
things.
and we're also there's also other people that are doing it their own way, Pete. We would love to be able to do what you do, but I just can't do that financially right now. You're doing a hell of a job. You're kicking ass. But since
Yeah.
the situation I'm in, I only can do what I have in front of me. I would
Yeah.
love to come and be a part of Pete's initial setup, because in the end, as hard as it would be to start, and the blood, sweat, and tears you'd have to put into that, in the end, Pete's tribe will be okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. If I even thought, I mean, just this moving scenario, if I thought that I could afford to do something like that, I would do
Right.
it.
But Pete also has to look at it that he's been through it, very well versed in it, knows he can do it, been there, done that, got the T-shirt. When Americans have been so comfortable, they've never been through that, Pete. You got to give us a little slack when we like, what do you want us to do? What they a lot of them won't do that. They won't leave their comfort zone. That's the problem with comfort. It creates soft people. Soft people create bad times, and it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, I don't see it getting any better. I mean, when is things going to be a little bit more affordable, right? I find this to be ludicrous when I have to spend a shit ton of money to go an hour and a half. Like, really? Like
Right?
one trip home and back, that's $60 gone, you know.
Okay,
So,
well here, well take this into consideration. That when you're living a tight line budget anyway, at $1 or at $2.50 a gallon, a tight line budget, $2.50 a gallon, meaning you've got animals and every fucking thing else on your mind. You've got the stress of all that as it is, it being so tight. You start raising all the shit like they've done. I keep looking at it as it's kicking my ass, but in reality, I'm kicking its fucking ass, and I need to give myself more credit because I'm still doing the damn thing at $4.50 a gallon. So sure, it sucks. It blah blah blah. Yeah, bullshit. Just keep moving forward with the plans that you've set out. Set the damn goals and keep moving towards them. That's what's happening. Hey, Pete.
hey, Pete.
Up, Kelly. Okay, let me explain something to you. You said people have jobs. Okay, so tomorrow when the economy completely collapse and you lose your job and you lose your roof over your head, where do you think you're going?
Well, I'm hopefully coming to you, Pete.
No, I'm
I mean, that's why we're
no,
friends, man. I'm not. I always told you, man. I'll pull a trailer down there.
right. But I'm saying for other people, you know, if
It's
you
gonna be bad for them, Pete.
if you are not prepared, you're gonna fall deep,
Yes.
deep the hole, and that is the reason why I am preparing, because
Right.
I've been through that before. I know
Mm-hmm.
what happened. I told you guys 2 years ago, step after step, what's gonna happen next, and there was not one thing that I was wrong about what I said. Uh,
Right.
but but some people believed me, and majority of them ignored what I was saying. And
Well,
but
good, because we don't want the majority, Pete. We want the people that are like-minded that
right,
believe in you.
right.
That's what we.
But there is something way bigger coming, way bigger. I mean, the people right now on YouTube are focusing on the wrong things. All they
Oh, no, they're focusing on what they being told to focus on.
right, you know.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh yeah, this is all distraction." Yeah, they damn right. That's all distractions. Um, I want to ask you a question. Why do you think China is holding 70% of the world's food? Not because they are hungry.
Not because they're
They're not
hungry.
that hungry. They're not fat people like any other countries are. They're very skinny people. They can eat 70% of the world's food. So why do you think they're holding that food?
Good
Well,
question.
because they know what's coming.
Well, yeah, because I know what's coming too. Um,
Yeah.
why do you think India is not exporting food to any other country. And I tell you,
Yeah, they don't look at the outliers, Pete. They don't look at the outliers of the outliers of import and export of commodities. That's where I look. I look a lot at that, and yeah, I've noticed that too. And it's when countries say we're not sending any food out, there's a problem. They know something.
I mean, why do you think Obama is buying thousands of gallons of propane gas?
Because he thinks it's going to help him.
Because I tell you why. Because we are heading to a mini ice age that is pretty soon coming. We are not in global warming. Everybody who believes in global warming,
There it is.
they've been smoking weed. They have no idea what they talk about.
They've been smoking weed. Hey, Diggs. That's
I bet
What up,
the
man?
whole mini ice age thing. I've been saying that for the last 25 years. There was
Yeah,
No,
since
we're
the
gonna burn up. I'm like,
it's
no, we're not.
the coincidence when gas becomes a very serious issue, all of a sudden there's an ice age. Just saying.
Yep.
Doesn't
Yep.
happen. History.
Look, the North.
It's 104 degrees today here. I heard, bring that shit.
Look, the North is shifting 35% southeast, and that is one of the reasons why we have the weather is playing crazy. Why we have in the middle of the summer in Mexico snow, or in Australia snowing, or in the Middle East hail.
My theory on that was that big Sumatran earthquake tilted the Earth off its axis, and they're not telling us that shit. And it's shifting everything. It shifted the currents of the ocean, which drives the weather around the world. And if it shifts 10 degrees or 5 degrees or 1 degree, it's going to put a hurt on people.
Yeah.
And the Sahara will become a rainforest, and Oklahoma will become the Sahara. That's what happens.
And you can't prepare in the last second. It's not like, oh, okay, I go buy me some prepping equipment from Walmart now, and then I
Right, but we also got a prep location. We might have to go intolerate some of the worst conditions on Earth. For in 20 years, our grandkids and our great grandkids will be able to live in the lush place to grow the fertile soil and the plants and everything else. You got to play the long game like them. But where does that end up? Because they're not giving us the information, so we don't know where to go. Where do we go? Is it here? Is it there? Where is it?
Well, I told Kelly my second location will be leaving United States. I will be moving to Brazil.
That's
Close to
crazy. You
equator,
say that.
of.
I've been saying that too. You can ask Carolyn. If I could pick, I would head to Brazil if I could.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's very interesting.
I have offered land even on other people's channel. They asking me, "Are you Christian?" I'm like, "What? what
man.
does the survival
That matter.
do with my faith?" That's number one. Number two, so if I build on that land is gonna be mine. I'm like, no. I'm offering you that you can survive. We all survive together till it gets.
They're not looking at the human being, Pete. That's the thing. They've been built by the construct to look at it through a veil of nothing, of everything but humanity.
Right.
That's
People look at land as stuff. The more stuff they have, the better they think they're doing.
right.
Period.
Well, I mean,
Period.
I kind of feel that way too, but I got 110 tomato plants in the ground, so I feel that my stuff is pretty valuable.
Yeah, but you're doing it for the human. Those people are looking at look at these bourgeois preppers. They tell you, get this, get this, get this, get this, get this. How much of that's
Man,
actually
I
food?
was in that fucking community for like 3 years, man. There's going to be some that do well, I'm sure. But if it's on YouTube and it's a community on YouTube, you ain't worth a shit. You could have one instant happen. Like you could be a mod for a really big prepping channel that maybe resides in Alaska, and you can get your wife can get one fucking illness, and they're like, he's never here. Kick him out. You think, man, and that tells a lot about a person.
Oh yeah.
That tells you that they're not about the human being. They're about the clicks on YouTube.
That's
You guys got to decipher that. And if you want to watch them, fine, cool. It's entertainment to me. It's all entertainment. And I've got my goals, and nobody anymore is going to influence my decisions on what the fuck I'm doing here. I've let that happen way too much, and it's not happening ever again.
And that scenario that you just described, not on YouTube. I was in a private server on Discord. You just can't go in that server. You can't join. You have to be invited to that server. Period.
Ooh, that makes you feel part of a club, doesn't it?
Well, I helped build it. Here's the kicker. I helped build it.
Oh yeah,
I've
then they'll
talked
just
about
shit on.
I've talked about this before, but I've been in that situation. I didn't show up for a couple of days because.
Well, Diggs, I've known you for a long time. How many times have we ever talked about my Discord server? That should tell you something. I don't talk about it.
Look, when they
I don't talk about mine either. Because I started one after. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. It's funny to me when a lot of these YouTubers will say, "Hey, Carolyn just drop my link to get a 20% discount on an EMP shield," or it's like, oh, fuck my life.
But besides that, everybody, I mean, yeah, I understand, everybody in this country and on all YouTube channels, I hear that, oh yeah, you need to buy this and you need to buy that, and get your electric bike just costs only $5,000.
You need to buy this shit that they sent me for free to try out. Y'all need to buy this shit. It's cool as shit because I got it for free. Well, motherfucker, it's $800 for me. It's not cool. What are you talking about? You know how much fucking goat feed I can buy for $800 damn dollars? I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna put it on my fucking trailer. What the fuck would an EMP do for my trailer? It's all metal anyway. It's a goddamn Faraday cage as it is. Fuck y'all.
Here's the kicker. I've actually heard somebody like, when the EMP hits, you need that electric bicycle. If
T-Mobile can't get service in my goddamn trailer, I'm good. I'm good. Fuck, if that service can't get through my walls, fuck the EMP. It ain't getting through either. Oh, that's what happens when you live in God's beer can. You're a fucking untouchable.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Like, hey, just go buy this generator. It's about $2,000, but that's chump change. Like, wait a minute. Are you gonna give me the $2,000?
Wait, no. The big thing going around the prepping community is them battery backups. Buy the Jackery. They sent me this Jackery that cost $9,000 million, but you can buy it for $9,001 because of my 20% discount code if you put in my name and this. Oh god, it's programming. It's all about programming. We've been programmed that way, and that's the way everybody looks at it. And you ain't gonna win.
They fearmonger you to death, dropping 50 videos a day. Like, this is the end. This is it. This is it.
Okay.
I've heard that stuff. I'm like, dude, if you think it's not true because everybody has a 3-second attention span now thanks to the programming. Go back to their videos a year ago, then you'll be like, wait, you said the world was going to end on May 9th. Motherfucker, it's July. What happened to May 9th? Oh, just trust the plan. Trust the new date. Trust the new date. Just trust it, man. Just trust us.
God. Oh, I'm dying. Hey, Callie.
Yeah, but
remember, this stream was sponsored by Pina Colada Moonshine. Thank you very much. Please send the cash out to Kelly Ray, damn it. If y'all want to live and know what to do, if any information from here on out is behind a paywall, you'll have to just pay to hear it.
Oh my god.
Just send a self-abused stomped antelope too.
Yeah, join me on Patreon at $7.99 a month, and we'll give you a piece of paper that we don't give you on YouTube, but we'll put it on YouTube a week later. Give me the $7.99 a month. You'll have to wait a week. Fuck, I can't wait. I can't wait 3 seconds because, like, a commercial, like, everything changes 3 seconds on a TikTok video. So, yeah, I gotta have it now. Fuck that. A week. I'll pay $7.99 to get it a week early. Fucking people.
Oh, that's some funny shit. Stop it, Josh.
It's common sense. It's like people wipe their common sense from their ass every time they take a shit, and they ain't got nothing left. It's like, Well, the Borg says we must assimilate. Put that shit in my face.
Yeah, the wizard, you can come up if you want. Feel free.
Oh man, Wizard makes me look stupid. I'm just kidding. Come on up, Wizard. He's intellectual. I'm funny. There's a difference.
Well, you need a little bit of everybody. Oh, Pete's internet is bad. Are you still having storms, or you just got bad internet out there?
That sucks, Pete.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'll stop and let somebody else talk. Diggs, make the show.
Oh man, yeah, but with the whole prepping thing, like Josh was saying, is you also have to what with the group. There are good groups out there. I mean, there's a couple right around here. But first of all, they don't get online. They work with each other. They're outside. They're working with each other. When they go get stuff, they kind of compile like, okay, what do we need? And then they go get that. They work toward that end. But they all have the same goal in mind. And as I said, they're not online.
Hey, Diggs.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know something about me you don't know. 3 years ago, I started a multi-state patriot organization that had the same philosophy that you said, we ain't going to go online. Yeah, that shit lasted about 6 months. Good luck with that.
Well, I didn't say that they didn't go online, because they do. They do all the time. Their groups, though, they do not communicate online. They communicate out each other's back door because they live in the same area.
Right. Well, that's not. I mean, that's. You calling that a group? I call that a community. I call that my trailer park. I mean, I got the same shit, I guess.
This is why I call it a group. This is why I keep calling it.
What's gonna happen?
Hang on, stop. Here's why I call it a group. Because they all moved in from different states to be there.
Right.
That's why they're a group. They met online. They made a community, like you said. But I call them a group because they came from all different areas in the one area. And they didn't do it because they thought it was the end of the world. They did because they wanted to. Period.
Yeah.
Simple.
Well, that's
That's
the best
what we've been
idea.
saying for 2 hours, Diggs. Welcome to the fucking show, man. Great concept.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to share that because I know what you've been saying. I know exactly what you've been saying. I've been there. Been there, done that. Got kicked out like 3 or 4 different groups.
You've been burned just like I have, man. But I'm telling you what. There's people in my circle on Discord that I've known for 5 fucking years now.
Not that long.
And oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't been 5 years.
Well, I've only known Kelly for like 3. 2? 1. 2?
Not too.
I don't know. I mean, shit. I'm busy. I don't keep track of that shit.
The moonshine's throwing you off.
It's the moonshine.
Hi, Leah.
Hey, Leah.
Hey, guys.
I'm not drinking moonshine. I'm drinking this rum that my Bumbu rum.
Yeah, drink it all.
No, I'm not drinking it all.
Come on.
No.
He drinks that whole thing. He's gonna be on here turned up.
Bamboo rum. That doesn't sound like a drink. It sounds like an ailment.
Man, it
I've
comes with
been
a real
taking
one.
rum.
I feel like fucking Jack Sparrow that just won a case against somebody that shit in my bed. I feel great. I mean, that's what the people are focusing on. I mean, they're like, oh wow, man, let's focus on that. You know, never mind.
Oh my God.
Gas is $6 a gallon, but Amber Heard shit in somebody's bed. Fucking people. Common fucking sense again.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Of course, I don't know how I'm going to go to bed tonight, but
Yeah, that's
I have to peel it off the ceiling first.
Fucking wake up and forget how sleep works, Diggs. You lay down and try to sleep. Trust me, I know. I've tried to sleep, and sometimes it just doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
So you drink rum and moonshine, and they'll get you through.
Oh, yeah. If I got you drink alcohol, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
It's my story right now, Diggs. Welcome to the party.
yeah, energy drinks, and then you're saying you want to go to sleep. Good luck.
No, I didn't say I wanted to go to sleep. I just, when I do go to bed, I just don't. It'll happen. I don't have to be at work tomorrow. I don't have to be at work tomorrow.
Okay,
So
that's good then. Speaking of that, I should be actually going there, really.
Walking's hard.
I meant to do that tonight, but I guess I still got time. If I wanted to, yeah, I got time. See, I only go on a basis if there's, enough money. So gas is too expensive to waste your time.
Yeah. See how they got us? See how they got us? Every decision revolves around that. They make it to where we can't do anything about it because they make everything so expensive that you can't do shit.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because it'll be canceling itself out. It won't serve me any. Go out to make money to what? Put gas in the car? No,
That's it.
it's backwards. So
Yeah, right.
No.
Um,
Nation's out.
well,
He's already out. You have to go find
Man.
Nation.
nobody came backstage.
Yeah, what's messed up is I'm kind of looking at the same situation. Not quite that bad, but I'm looking at like, okay, what's the dollar point that the gallon's going to get to where I can't afford to go to work? The only reason work is put gas in your car to break even going to work. What's the point? That's the other thing I want you to do, because the more people they have dependent on them, the more power that they have.
Yep.
He who controls the resources controls the population, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
That's a great point. We should circle back to that from 2 hours ago. That's a good idea, Dig. Let's rehash that shit.
I wasn't here 2 hours ago. That in my defense.
I mean, he who controls the food controls everybody. It's all about food. It's not about resources. Because the resources will build back up when nobody can use them. The only resource that's constant is food.
Yep.
Oh man.
That's the only resource that we as citizens have. If we know what we're doing, we have complete control over it. They don't.
Yeah, like I have control over a lot of my resources. I probably put in between my job and my garden 14 hours a day, 12 to 14 hours a day. Easy.
I couldn't have. I'd be in trouble out in California.
There's not people that are willing to do it. Leah, I mean, it's a family thing. I'm not doing it by myself. My wife helps. My kids help. Everybody helps. But shit, it's obvious that not everybody's willing to do it. You've got nobody. If you're not willing to do it for yourself, don't talk to me about what's going on in the world, because you're just talking about what's going on in the world. You're playing their game exactly the way they want you to. They want you to be so focused with the bullshit that they're talking about that you don't have 110 fucking tomato plants in the ground, 60 pepper plants in the ground, worried about if I could put 50 jars of fucking collard greens away by the winter. That's what I worry about. But everybody's talking about abortion. It's fucking amazing how that works.
Yeah, well, that's part of the plan, right?
Trust the plan.
I don't even know what the plan is anymore. Does anybody know what the plan is?
I'll tell you the plan. The plan is to put 150 pounds of rabbit meat up in the next 6 months, 50 pounds of turkey meat, 100 pounds of chicken meat, 50 jars of collard greens, and 150 jars of tomatoes. That's my plan. What y'all doing?
I don't know.
I wish I knew.
They say living on a prayer.
Because Josh just hit the nail right on the head why I don't have a garden. It's just between his work and his garden, it's like 14 hours a day. Work alone for me is 14 is my minimum. I'm usually going from house 16 to 17 hours a day before I get back.
Okay, and I can tell you how to run your garden with a minimal effort of the initial install. You can run your garden an hour a day. It's just the initial month of work that you've got to bust your ass, sleep 3 hours a night, and fucking suck it up, be an American, and do what you fuck you need to do. It's
Plus-
not about what. It's not about your comfort.
I'm
It's,
not
it's
worried
not
about
about
my
that
comfort.
anymore.
I'm not. Whoa. I'm not worried about my comfort because I'll show you what happens when I get 3 hours of sleep. I'm going to show you right now what happens when I get 3 hours of sleep. I damn near
Look.
killed somebody.
Hey,
No,
hey, Diggs, I've had 3 hours of sleep. I've weed eated for 4 hours in the garden. I've trimmed 25 tomato plants today, and I've drank a half a bottle of fucking moonshine, and I'm still right here with you, still kicking ass.
Josh
So
never
tell me
sleeps.
about it.
I'm going to right now. Just give me a second. I need to show you a picture.
Okay. Show me some pictures. That'll help.
No, I'm going to show you what happens. I'm going to
What
show
is-
you what happens when I get 3 hours of sleep. As soon as I get to the damn thing.
Garcia, everybody needs to buy it.
You got 3 hours. You're going to show me a picture of what you can do for 3 hours of sleep. But I'm telling you, if you took that and put it into a garden instead of whatever you did with that you're going to show me a picture of, you wouldn't worry about it because you're working
Yeah, I
too
do
hard.
worry about it because I damn near killed somebody.
Well, fucking then take a Xanax, bro. Shit,
Yeah, they did.
man.
Where is it?
Smoke some weed. Shit. I don't know what to tell you then. Starve.
Don't
Let me
jump
tell you.
off the building. Don't do that. That's all I know.
I'm not going to have any self-control. I'm just going to kill somebody because I get 3 hours of sleep because I'm
No, I didn't.
whatever.
I get
Look at
0
that.
hours.
Whoa.
That's what happens after 3 hours of sleep. I totaled the truck. I about took a car out in the process.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then in the
Don't
same
do
token,
that.
I'm
Don't tell him to do that anymore, Josh.
right. Don't tell him to provide for himself and feed himself. I won't do that no more. Just get plenty of sleep, Diggs, and play their game. You'll win. That's what
I'm not playing their game. I'm playing my
Let
own
me
game.
stroke your
Let's
ego.
stop right
You're
there.
fine. It'll be fine.
You know what? Fuck.
I'm just kidding, Diggs.
Why I
I'm
don't.
just fucking with Diggs. I know. I understand. It's hard.
And I'm not in the mood for it. I'm not in the mood for it. I was trying to reason with you, dude. I'm telling you why I
I'm
don't
just
have
giving you
one.
shit,
Because
man.
I don't
get
get any help. It's just me. I come home, longest day of the year, I work dark to dark.
I
Came
get it.
home, went right to bed, went right back out the door again. That's my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my life. I
Okay,
don't
so
have time
instead
to
of
dig around in dirt.
okay, I get you. So
you get up at 6
so
a.m.,
you
get
know
work
what
at
you
8.
need to do. You know what the end results to become self-sufficient. So stop doing the dead end shit you're doing and working the dark to dark. Find something better where you're
I
not
lose
working dark.
everything if I do that.
You
and I'm
lose
learning-
everything or you gain everything. You
I
gain
lose-
self-sufficiency or you lose everything. You tell me.
We're going to have the self-sufficiency at. I got the property.
All
I
that
got the
stuff.
property. Now I'm down in town where I don't have anything.
Okay, I'm in a trailer park.
I get that. I get
How
that.
much land you got?
I've got nine
I
and a
got-
half acres.
You got 9.5 fucking acres, bro. I got half an acre. I don't
I-
want to hear it. Oh my god.
Ah, fuck it.
9
Okay. I get you, Diggs. It's hard as shit. It's hard, bro. I get it. It's hard. But I know you can do it. You've got the mindset that you can. And you can. It just takes more willpower. And if you have to switch what you're doing to make it right, that's what you have to do. I did. I quit my job a year ago to get a job to where I can focus more on what I need to do here. I made the sacrifice. I took the pay cut. I took the insurance cut. I did it all. I've done it. I've been there. I've done it. I've got the fucking t-shirt. It's hard. I get it. But you can sit on here and stroke egos and pretend, or you can do the damn thing. And you know you'd be better off if you did the damn thing.
See, we don't see this in Wisconsin. I believe that, but I mean, Mo gets food delivered. I don't know how many times a week at his store, and nothing, not one goddamn thing, has been missing. So I don't know where everybody lives. I don't know if it's a matter. I don't know what's happening, but I just know we haven't seen it here.
Of course, because we're already living in a land of hypotheticals and everything's fine right now. We got plenty of time. Diggs don't need to be upset. He's got time. We got time because, you know, there's people in the peripheries working on shit for everybody. It's not an endless game. It's not an end-all, be-all. Nobody has the right answer.
Do you guys live by each other? Do you guys live by each other?
No, you guys live by each other.
Really? Where does he live?
Ohio? I don't know. I think he lives in Ohio. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty close.
I love you, Diggs. You know that.
But
I'm not being a butt. Well, how is the truth being mean?
Well, everybody relax.
yeah,
Just chill out.
I've known Diggs for a long time, and we'll have this conversation again because I do believe Diggs is one of the people that we can disagree, or I can spur him on to get him. You know, when you're converting a sheep, it's not easy, and Diggs is no sheep. Diggs just needs some fortitude. He can do it. We all can do it. I'm doing it. He can do it. Kelly can do it. You can do it.
How many preppers offer land? Good question. I don't know. How many preppers offer land, Josh?
Well, let's see. Okay, there was a homesteader that was offering land. I mean, can we name drop or is that bad?
No, I don't. It's probably not a good look, but you know.
Okay. Well, there's the spirit of the bear in the southeast of Oklahoma. Let's call it that. That you can go down there and you can join the shit and be the group and safety in numbers, and he might have a good plan. But it's all they know, and it's what they're doing. So if you buy into it, try it and see how it works for you. I don't know if it's right or wrong. Safety in numbers.
Well,
I don't know.
Some of the things I've heard is some of these people have extreme stipulations, and that's not cool. Like
I know the Shofarians. I know some of the stipulations to that is you can go down there, bring your shit. You've got to have so much shit, a year supply food, and all this such and such for every person. Blah blah blah. But if you leave, all that stays. You don't get to take it. All the housing you build, that stays. You don't get to take it. So I mean, it's a great Ponzi scheme. But oh wait, they're preppers. Never mind. Hoorah!
Oh god damn, yeah. I mean, it is a good, I mean, that is a good gesture, right? Because if you think about it, if you do have the land, why wouldn't you want to potentially share and see what other people have to offer so you could build together? You know, that's to me that's a gesture of humanity in my mind. Like it's simple for me, but others don't feel that way.
Right. And here's the thing. That everybody seems that me and Diggs are at it. But if Diggs called me and said, "Look, bro, I need to bug out," I would say, "Diggs, here's my address. Come on." You think I wouldn't do that for Diggs? Of course I would.
Right.
So everybody get freaked out that me and Diggs are completely off balance here. We're not. I'm just trying to get him to realize that he's the man that can do it.
Well, I think too, Pete, like people, I don't know, might get concerned, like, well, what if they get mad and then they want me to leave, or where's the dwelling? We're so modernized. Like, I'm trying to like put myself in.
Well, that's why you still got to have. That's what you still got to have a means to settle them differences without banishment. You can't just banish people you disagree with. Otherwise, it's not community. That's tyranny.
No, exactly. But I'm saying, like, when I think to myself, like, going to land, I mean, there's land in Wisconsin I could go to, right? Yeah. But when I think about the concept that I'm going to have to be in a deer hunting trailer with no air conditioning, I want to like blow my head off. The thought that there's electricity and water is great, but
Right.
no air in 100-degree weather. I'd rather just yeah.
All right. Well, here I'll just say this: show me the large city of the indigenous Americans. Where was their large city located that was the hub of the indigenous Americans 300 years ago?
I had
Oh,
no.
fuck, they didn't have any. They just moved with the weather. There you go. We were called hunters and gatherers for a reason.
Oh, that makes me think of the Oregon Trail. Did you ever play that?
Oh yeah, I sucked at it.
Yeah, I died every time. I couldn't keep people alive. So I
Well, they
don't know.
didn't have cannibalism as an option, damn it.
My person always got a snake bite, and I didn't have fucking medicine or some shit happened.
Right?
The freaking what do they even call that thing? What the hell is that called? The wagon. The fucking wheel broke on the wagon. You ain't got nothing to fix. Nothing to fix the wheel. Oh man, it is game over for me a lot.
I mean, you need to be able to prepare as an Oregon Trail. You need to be a prepper for a year, then go on your journey. They never let you do that. If you were just a prepper, if you just joined a group, you'd be all right.
Oh Lord Jesus. Oh, I gotta laugh.
Bring all your shit, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah. That's what everybody says.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look. I am not built for sun, Callie. It's just not in me. Serious.
You're built to reflect the sun. Where are all the white women at?
I cannot do it. Ugh.
Right.
Oh no way. Jesus.
Well,
I cannot handle it. No,
that's
sir.
why they make. I mean, back in the day, without air conditioning, women walk around with parasols, basically a fancy umbrella. You'd be all right.
Yeah. Laughter is great.
Or you'll walk around with bacon skin. Who gives a shit?
AC's great.
AC is good.
Oh.
But if you buy the Jackery at 15% off, you can power your AC unit. Because, like, literally, that just happened on a prepping channel of how to conceal your air conditioner unit during a shit hits the fan situation so nobody knows you're running air conditioning. Because the deafening silence of a blackout after 7 days, which I've been through, fire up a generator in a community and see what happens.
Everybody hears it.
Everybody from a mile
heard
around.
it.
Oh, yeah. I heard everybody's generator. I'm like, he had a generator, he had a generator, he had a generator.
We knew where all the generators.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Good luck
The
with
solution-
that.
The solution was just to build a privacy fence around it. And nobody will see it.
Yeah, but you can hear it.
I was like, well, as long as you live in a deaf community, you'll be fine.
Hey Lisa D, how you doing? Yeah, that wouldn't work. No bueno. That's a bad idea. I mean, anything you think of, if you're cooking something, people are gonna smell it. If you're,
Right.
you know,
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, the new wording is like 2 years ago it was be the gray man, and then it was marauders, and now it's werewolves. So I'm like, man, do I take all the silver you motherfuckers told me to stock a year ago and make weapons to kill werewolves? What the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? What am I doing? What are y'all talking about?
Wow.
What am I doing?
God.
Make sure to sub to Josh. See, you want to be this funny guy?
I don't know. Now all my beans, bullets, and it's beans, band-aids, and silver bullets. That don't even make sense. Can't roll off the tongue. It's gonna fuck all the preppers up.
Wait, what is it? Beans, bullets, and what?
It's beans, bullets, and band-aids. But if you have to say beans, silver bullets, and band-aids, it doesn't roll off the tongue. It's gonna fuck. They're all gonna be on Xanax in 6 months now because their fucking slogan's gone. They're fucked. Don't trust them.
Some people are gonna hate us after today.
Like I'm gonna run around with silver swords and shit. Be a werewolf slayer. Golly, man.
Claire.
Well, I mean, thank God because werewolves don't eat vegetables, so I'm good. I won't go after my garden. My goats are fucked, but I'm all right.
Oh my God, I
But
can't.
luckily, the way the Lord works, I've got fainting goats, so one of them is just going to fall over, and while the werewolf's doing it, I'll stab it with a silver sword, and we'll be all right. Everybody will survive, and I'll be a hero. That's how it's going to work, right?
I still think the EMP shields is the best, but I'll refrain from that.
The EMP shield. Oh my Lord, that
God,
that
you
guy.
guys.
I watching the growth of some
Can
people.
we not?
Chaos because you only get order out of chaos.
Anarchy, chaos, everything's
Hell
going
yeah.
to shit.
Not here.
Brimstone, hell.
I mean, it might be going to shit in Chicago, but man, guess what? Chicago don't affect Oklahoma. My sunflowers don't give a shit about what's happening in Chicago. Just saying.
Hell.
That would be that's mayhem. I don't even like thinking about that. I don't. We love you too, Lisa. Thank you. I always think to myself like I need to find a map. I need to get a official map somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna find it, but maybe
A
at the
fucking truck stop? Amazon?
yeah. Oh yeah, Amazon. What am I thinking? I've been trying to avoid Amazon, you know?
Why? Hey man, I'm gonna let you in on a secret.
I can't afford to spend no money. I have to
I might be
save
going
everything.
to Walmart next payday. Just don't tell anybody. I might be going to Walmart next payday to buy shears to fucking trim my tomatoes because I can only find one pair. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Oh
Shit,
my
I'm
God.
banned from Amazon.
Oh
Right.
shit. How do you get banned from Amazon? The hell did you do?
I went batshit crazy on them because I ordered one thing off Amazon. So check the little boxes. I do not want Amazon Prime. And they
Okay,
paid me for Amazon Prime.
Here's what we're gonna do, Diggs. I will grow all the food, and you'll be the little dude in the backpack that I let out to kick somebody's ass because you've only had 2 hours. And it'll work out. We'll have a symbiotic relationship. I love you, man.
I love you too, man. It's just, I'll tell you what set me off. I'll tell you what set me off.
Go ahead. Let me know. Let's talk about it because we're adults.
Yeah. When you say suck it up, because when I walk through the door after 16 hours, that's all I can do to get through the door and get up and get rest and get back out the door again. I'm done. I'm spent.
You're spent and stuck in the construct. I get it, man. I've been there.
It's not the construct. It's not the construct, man.
It is. You have to do what you have to do to survive. And right now, what you're doing is what you're doing to survive. I get it. It's not a bad thing. You're kicking ass still.
I don't look at it as me trying to survive because I can give a shit less whether I live or I die. I'll tell you that straight up right now.
I mean, you gotta have that. If you have the right spiritual attitude, that's the right spiritual attitude to have. You know where you're going. So
You
it's not a
must
bad
have people that depend on you.
What I look at is not the construct, is if I stop doing my job, it's not what they pumped into my head either. This is what I know. If I stop doing my job, thousands of people are either going to be hurting or they're going to be dead.
Right.
Literally.
I get you. I understand that, Diggs. But I'm not trying to bully you. I'm not trying to do anything, but let's look at it. Say you spent the hour or 2 hours or 3 hours you're on this platform every week, because I watch your streams, I just don't comment. I'm there. If you took that and put it into a garden, because I managed to do it with 2 or 3 hours a night, I find the time to do it. You could find the time to do a little bit more than you're doing. It's not about, I get that it's hard and you're tired and you're damn beat dog tired, but ask anybody in my circle about me and how dog tired I am all the time. I get it, man. I understand your plight. I know where you're at. I've been there. I work 6 to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I've been there.
Can you take down? Will they let you maybe put down your hours a little bit? Because that seems like a really long day. You're doing 19.
I got the shortest route into place right now. The shortest.
He's doing a great,
Fuck.
and I'm not taking away from the great service that you do driving the trucks and getting the shit that we need, Diggs. I'm not taking away from that. I'm just trying to get everybody motivated to that you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying.
And here's the other thing I don't really like to admit. I got a black thumb. I've tried growing stuff before. I followed all the instructions. It all dies. It never.
Right. And if you only knew somebody that can grow food, who the fuck would we call?
I know.
I don't know either.
I got somebody in this house that knows how to grow food. Okay. It just ain't happening.
Well, I think this conversation would be better on a back end, probably not, live, and maybe you guys can like talk and work something out.
No, because if we put it on the back end, I'm going to make out with him, and I don't want to do that.
Well, oh Jesus, Lord help me.
It was your turn to bring the lube too. What the hell?
I'm sorry, man. I always forget you're the delivery driver. I just got tomatoes, man.
Yeah, definitely. That's a rough one, and I don't want to,
That, and the last thing is I'm trying to get my own mind right so I can actually get some of this stuff done. And right now I'm in an extremely dark.
But see, the thing is that it doesn't have to happen tomorrow, man. Make a 5-year plan. I know the world is going to end tomorrow according to YouTube, but make a 5-year plan. It doesn't have to be today. You got time. You got time.
I know when he tells me that too, Diggs, and I'm like, oh, it's a fucking pain in the ass, it's like, and I got people asking me, well, what do you want to grow that for? Well, what the fuck do you mean? Why? But I can't really say anything because it's their property.
And this is why I took up fishing, just to try to get my head right.
Well, see, there you go. Do that fishing as the gardening. You can put up just as much fish as I can tomatoes. It's the same concept. Just do that. If that's going to help you get to a better place, use that as the same thing I'm doing. You're still putting up food. You're still doing the things you can do. You're deconstructing from everything that's around you, and you're doing what you want to do. And it's going to make you, there you go. You're doing it.
Okay, now I just have to find people to put fish up for because nobody in here can eat it. Fish will kill me.
Oh, shit.
But no, he has a good point. Now, if I get into a group, now that's something I can do in a group for people who can do that.
Use it as a garden.
Boom, right there it is. Right there it is. That's the one thing I was looking at. Okay, I can fish. I can use that at the border to get what I need. Boom.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing? What's going on?
See, there's always a solution. We just got to talk like adults.
Yep.
Uber adults, and I'm not that, so don't talk to me.
Oh my God, you guys are good. But I think I'm gonna get out of here and eat because I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, and I got the other two yelling at me like, "We're trying to sleep." Okay.
Are you guys going to Discord or something or what?
Yeah, if everybody's game who's in the clique, we'll go to Discord. Diggs, I will get you the link to Discord if you want it.
Yeah, you got my email or?
Mine's Gardner Josh. Mine's Gardner Josh. Okay, at protonmail.com. So
that, and mine is Diggs Outdoors at gmail.com.
What is Proton? Can somebody tell me what Proton Mail is, quick? I've heard that.
Yeah, more secure.
Huh?
It's just a more secure.
When did you make that one?
I made that a long time ago. It's been part of my channel for 3 years now.
Oh.
But yeah, it's just more secure, I guess, what they say.
Yeah, I didn't know anything.
But I got my other email too, but I just don't give it out because that's where all the spam shit goes to.
And then I'm gonna put your link in the chat again. Diggs, if you want to, I can probably look it up quick. So, what's your channel about then? You probably don't get time to do much, huh?
My channel, it's just me
Yeah.
hanging out because I decided I was going to step away from because everybody and their grandmother is doing something with prepping or surviving or bushcraft. I'm like, I just do my own thing. Actually, I only have 2 live streams. I go an hour a piece. The Wednesday one. In fact, ask Josh about gravity.
We ain't going there tonight, Kelly. Leave it. Flat Earth. Not happening.
Yeah, because I do one on Wednesdays, almost like coast to coast AM type of deal. Then I do one on Friday about whatever pops into my head. So I'm still trying to get an actual direction, which I may go fishing, but I just can't get any videos I'd like to post yet. I just can't get the right angle and everything. It looks hokey as hell. So I'm still working on that, but I'm getting there.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll figure it. Somebody we know has some way to get a hold of you, so we'll figure it out. I'm on Messenger, so just look me up on Facebook. We can do it that way. All right, man.
Yeah, everyone have a good evening. Thanks for coming through, and I will see you guys on the back end.
Peace.
See ya.
Peace. Good night.